Hey, it's Dr. Roost from Delta Chiropractic Center. We're doing a Facebook Live today on missed diagnosis and x-rays. This came up this week because I had a patient who brought some x-rays in from another facility, a Ready Care kind of place. She had taken a fall and injured her back and was in a lot of pain, went to Ready Care and had pictures taken, and they found a couple of little things like spondylolisthesis and some degeneration, and that was it. Well, I looked at that report that they sent with the x-rays and thought, well, this is pretty straightforward. It's what we deal with all the time. But because we don't just take anybody's word for what's going on in an x-ray, I loaded the x-ray disc that she brought and put it up on the computer and found something much more significant. There was a fracture, a compression fracture of L1, which changes the picture quite a bit. No wonder she was in pain, right? She fractured her back. That's one of the reasons why we take x-rays here at Delta Chiropractic Center. And, I don't mind if people bring in x-rays from other sources. We can use them if they're within a reasonable time frame and pertain to what we were looking at in the patient's situation. We can use x-rays brought from other sources. But they are not always timely. They're not always as good a quality as we take here, and I'll explain why that is in just a minute. So we often take our own x-rays if somebody hasn't brought in their own x-ray or x-rays from another source, or if they don't meet our qualifications of usefulness. So when we take x-rays here, we actually go the extra mile in several different ways. Number one, we use the very latest equipment. Our equipment is all brand new, less than a year old. It is digital. And because of all of that, it uses very little radiation. So it's not like the old days where you had to watch every picture and make sure people weren't getting over-radiated. It's not like that anymore. X-rays are very quick, very little radiation involved. So that's not a big concern. And we take far less retakes than we used to. We never take retakes because the digital equipment is so good and so accurate and so quick. So we're very proud and pleased to be able to offer this latest version of x-ray equipment. Secondly, because x-rays are digital, we get to look at them right away. We don't have to wait for tank dipping and all that kind of stuff that we used to do. The x-rays will come up immediately on this view box, so we can take an initial look at it right away and look at all the views we've taken. Some of the things we find on x-rays include misalignments. This patient has a lot of rotation through the upper half of the spine. C1 up here, which is shaped kind of like a bat wing, is shifted to the side, so that's two misalignments. Looking at the side view of the neck, we can see anterior head carriage, very common in our culture anymore. The head slides forward, and that puts traction on the whole spinal cord as it runs down the back of the back half of the spine. So that adds nerve irritation. We can also see degeneration here. Some discs are quite thick and healthy. Others get narrower and narrower and narrower. And then you can see calcium deposits out in the front here. And some of them have been there a long time. In fact, are showing some breaks in those calcium deposits. Let's see, the side view of the low back, too straight, so we need to work on the curve there. Disc thinning. In fact, discs are completely obliterated down low here. You can see some calcification of the lower aorta. Let's see, what else is this guy got? Let's look at the posterior view. You can see the curve here. This curve, we measure these curves to find out the degree of tipping here. We use a different computer and a different software to do that. But the reason we do that is because we can then look at progress. Quite often we can reduce these curves a good percent. In adults, sometimes 30%. In teens, where this often starts, we can reduce it by half and more. It's amazing what we can do with proper care with people who take their adjustments and their exercises or maneuvers seriously. But there's quite a bit of misalignment in this spine. So digital x-ray saves radiation, saves retakes, very easy to measure and compare old x-rays to. And we go yet another step, and we have at least two docs look at every picture that we take here, so that we're making sure we're not missing diagnoses. If I look at x-ray and I get caught up in a certain thing, I may miss something. So we have another doctor look at them as well to make sure we've covered every aspect of every x-ray we take. So we do a great job with our x-ray team here at Delta Chiropractic Center. Our staff are well trained in taking accurate pictures the way we need them taken, and we get a lot of valuable information that helps you, the patient, get better results from the care they're getting here. So we custom build our our care plans for each patient based on a number of factors, including x-ray, our exams, our consultation, the patient's history. There's a number of factors that go into that. So if you're interested in better care, better health care, better chiropractic care, you're welcome to join us at Delta Chiropractic Center. Our number is 517-321-3030. We'd love to have you join us and take the journey toward better health with us. God bless you. Stay well. We'll see you soon.